Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. What's up, boy? Welcome. How are we doing? The fuck? What the? Sorry, I was like this. I got an email that's like, by the way, I have this question for you. And but it says, so sorry, this is the thing that's throwing me off. Is it says like that question, like read the title, and I'm like, I've never received an email from this person. And that is not correct. I did, it's in my spam folder. So, okay, I understand. I understand now, I get it. And yeah, I think it's just it looks to be some kind of like management agency person, probably a scam. You know what I mean? Very cool, very cool. I understand. Halfway through that's episode, not EP5, not like their sick diss track. Reading it goes by pretty quick when you don't take month-long breaks. Yeah, I mean, I would think so. I don't know how long it is, but Yerp. Yes, sir. Alright, well, I didn't really have much planned today, except for we're gonna play Spire. That's pretty long. 70 hours is pretty long. I mean, I don't know how long it is, but I feel like 70 hours is pretty long. Yeah, I had some thoughts about funny things I might be able to do. And I'm so tilted because I'm like, oh, this idea is so funny and it's like so close to being good, but it doesn't actually work. Because they've been playing Master Duel recently, like Yu-Gi-Oh! I was thinking, they have this thing called Duel Live, and it's like you can just watch, they're like matches that have been played. It's like they have some recordings of matches that happened recently that are like, oh, this looked like it was an interesting match, here, like watch this match or whatever. But so like normally that's kind of whatever, right? Just watch, like, okay, you're watching like a random replay that happened, whatever. But I was thinking, I was like, what if this was like a chess style guess the elo, but with Yu-Gi-Oh. And I like, because I tried doing a couple of trials of it, and I'm like, oh my god, there's no way, like, I've never seen this deck before ever. The person who played it is trash. They've got to be in like bronze. They've got to be in like nowhere tier. They've got to be in like I've literally never played the game before tier. And that turns out to be correct. The problem, this is the only problem, is that these assholes, these annoying ass motherfuckers, split up, like, the duel by, like, whether it's ranked or it's the casual ladder or whatever. But here's the problem with that, is that the only people who open the casual ladder are, like, low ranked. And the only people that they put in the dual life section for ranked are, like, higher ranked people. And it's like, no, man, I wanted to watch, like, a beginner replay on ranked. I just wanted to watch it. I just wanted to see it for fun. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a little disappointed because I thought it was very funny. And then it's just like half-baked. The idea was like half-cooked, half-baked. It was very funny watching some of the replays though. Like, yeah, God, there was someone. So, like, this is an example of something that happened, right? Was that one person was playing like Exodia stall, so they play a bunch of cards that like make you not attack, right? The thing is, they're kind of vulnerable to like removal. So like you can you could think of it like I have a propaganda up or something, except it's like you just can't attack. I guess what would be better, like ooh, I don't remember what the name of the card is. It's an artifact. Ensnaring Bridge. It's like, I have this Ensnaring Bridge. You can't attack me. The thing is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has like 7 bajillion ways to interact with your opponent's permanents, so like the opponent just like didn't destroy it. They just left it there. And it's like, dude, if you just destroy the Ensnaring Bridge, you can attack them and they'll die. Which, to be fair, like, I wasn't super familiar with the other person's deck list, but they were destroying other things, so I kind of just assumed that maybe they would have more destruction and they would target the Ensnaring Bridge, but they didn't. They just didn't do it. So unsurprisingly, both of those players were in, like, rabbit tier. Turns out they were not good at the game. Yeah. I mean, my life the last few days has literally just been working on stuff and playing Master Duel. I guess it's kind of boring. I was thinking about like the just chatting segment at the start of the stream of like whether or not I wanted to do gacha stuff, gacha dailies, and I thought it was kind of interesting the couple of times that I did it. But then I started like playing the gachas again, and then I didn't have the dailies to do at the start of the stream. I'm like, wait, this is counterintuitive. I didn't leave the what's it called? Benign? That's not the right term. I didn't leave the monotonous. There was another term that I was thinking of that I didn't say. Monogamy, there we go. It's like I didn't leave the monogamy content for stupid. I didn't leave the monotonous content for stream, which is an oopsie. An oopsie doopsie. Switch there. Yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do like today, tomorrow. I don't know if Chaos Zero was a thing I wanted to do. Benign is an apt term because gacha games are kind of like tumors. That's crazy. I believe we are getting some stuff checked out in the castle. So just making sure they aren't literally outside my door. It'd be kind of awkward. But I don't know. Why don't we just play the game? I think the game's easy. I think, at least. Yeah, let's play Defect. What do we got? We got some... You know what? I said last time that maybe we can just avoid elites. You know what I mean? So if we just avoid elites, like, why don't we try avoiding elites and then seeing how that goes? Because I haven't really been playing, so... What's up, Corey? How are you? Okay. I guess Golden Pearl is like a... Do we even have any shops? I guess we don't. I was thinking of doing this middle path. Like something like this. I'm doing alright. I have a lot of stuff I have to do, which I'm kind of like concerned about. I'm concerned that I have a lot of things that I have to get done before I leave this weekend. Because normally I'd be ahead. The thing is, like... I'm not really ahead. Particularly, I don't know, man. I felt a little burnt out of, like, clipping my own stuff, if that makes sense. Just trying to find things that I actually want to clip or... I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I'm pretty sure it's there. Like, it's like, oh, I remember stuff happened this stream. I can, like, go do that. But then... I'm just, like, a little burnt out on that. But I'm pretty sure, like, a non-zero greater majority of the people sub to this channel think it's a shorts channel. So, I mean, it basically is, right? So, gotta keep doing that. So that's what I'll say. What I'll say. So fine to carry a curse. Sure. These aren't amazing. Like, floor 0 meteor strike is hard. It's really good. It's just hard. It's quite difficult. Trash to treasure, super critical. Floor 0 trash to treasure, also not the best. I just take the meteor strike. We just take it. We add 2 curses to our deck. That's probably insane, right? Do you want useless energy, curse, or curse? That's basically what I'm looking at. Had a successful winged boots run today. Probably wouldn't have gone that well, but I got miniature tent, so the boots helped me campfire max. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I've been watching some Spire content, and, I mean, I feel like I don't get it, maybe, as much as people who spend, like, 8 hours a day playing this game. But, you know, supposedly it's quite easy to just heal and kind of, like, win the run. It's a shame we didn't take our meteor strike because then the turbo would have been good. Yeah, not super huge on the shadow shield into the kin. But it is a block card. I can take it simply because it's a block card. Taking Compile Driver is like we don't really have. Yeah. I will take it because it is a block card, so I will take it. I can remove an injury and then turn it into a guilty. Could Slither Shadow Shield, so sometimes it costs 1. That's neat. What's up, Raven? How are you? So yeah, I'm thinking, like, what if we just play Act 1 relatively safe and then go from there, you know what I mean? That's basically what I'm thinking. But my problem with that is, like, the few runs that I've done offline are, like... I don't know, I'll just die at the boss because I don't have anything. So, the question, I guess, becomes, like, what is a thing that I can actually do by the time I get to the boss that's like strong? Like, I think taking hotfix here is not great. I think synthesis is not great. I think go for the eyes is not great. Right? If I'm focusing a lot more on what can I do by the time I get to the boss, I don't really want any of those. And then it's like, is that fine? Maybe it's fine. Okay, we've got Turbo, Scrape, Sweeping Beam. I think... See, this is where, like, well, what if I don't take the Sweeping Beam? Well, it's probably better against this boss. But I was thinking... maybe I'd be taking Sweeping Beam for Frog Parasite. But we're fighting one elite. Don't need the energy. Hello, Advanced Hallway Fight. Yeesh. I guess if I just dual casted. Okay, that's more of a me problem. Took 2 turns of dying because of that. Yeah, like this is compact beam cell gunk up. Dual cast and attack was lethal. Yeah. Fallout London. That's which one is that? Is that 4? Like, do I take a compact? Compact is a very unfair card, but we aren't doing anything with it. But I don't really want to take these damage commons. Dog, can we stop giving me encounters on the question marks? You want to relax with that? Oh, it's a mod from 4. Oh, okay, I see. I'm just here to take 9 damage. That's why I exist. Cool-headed glasswork, ball lightning. Well, I like glasswork. This compact feels very silly now. We restin'. You know, I wanted to ask, like, what is in the Fallout London mod? And it's like, do you think it's Fallout but in London? Do you think the mod is gonna be like... I don't know, guys. I feel like the Fallout London mod might actually be in America. Another synthesis, like this scrape. Still not doing anything. We take a lightning rod. We're taking all of the blocks that generate orbs. Which I feel like is not crazy. Yeah, I guess not. Not blocks. Whole new game with many systems reworked from the ground up. Oh, cool. I would assume it's in London, Texas. Yeah, I think so. I think you might be onto something. Yeah, it's cool when people, like, take it upon themselves to make, like, quite robust mods, I would say. Yeah, I'll take a skill potion. I want to say that this Hyper Beam is not good, but, you know, maybe it's a way that we can actually kill the boss. I just feel like I've looked at all the cards in this draft so far and been like, yeah, none of these are good. Definitely can't lose all my gold. Like, all of these are trash, bro. Like, what am I doing here? Like, we need a block. Ooh, maybe I could have doubled a bigger block like this fight through. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I think our plan for this boss is to literally throw Hyper Beam at it and then pray. Which is, like, not a good plan. So, why not just double Shadow Shield? Because that would require me to know that I had a Shadow Shield in my hand. No, the mod is in London? It's good to know. It's good that we clarified. Holy. This has got to get out of my deck. Okay, now how do we kill the boss? I guess dual cast these darkness orbs. Press Hyper Beam a few more times. Or we just die. Just dying is cool too. Yeah, just dying is cool too. Yeah. Alright, well. I don't really know. I feel like walking into that fight with just... Let's play Hyper Beam twice. Or, not twice. Like, let's play Hyper Beam a bunch of times with no card draw was, ambitious. I'm a big Silver Crucible fan. However, if we don't care about fighting elites, then we don't need powerful cards. Okay. Exactly why I'm gonna take it. Take a healthy 9 damage. You love to see it. Turbo, Rocket Punch, Compile Driver. I like all of these cards. I haven't picked a Rocket Punch in a while. Well, if I dodge the Elite, then I can just go rest. I think I might do. Oh, yeah. Okay. Turbo is, that's our little card draw engine online. So I haven't been taking the colorless reward. I guess I only have like 15 HP, which is kind of sketchy. So, yep. Right, and we get the, I forgot. We get the upgraded Crucible thing in this event, which is like very good. Could take a Gunk Up. It's more statuses for our Rocket Punch. Or we could just take Cool Headed. Cool Headed better with the Turbo. Unless we don't draw any of the stuff. Don't really know what I was expecting, but could save potentially 12 HP here. $10 HP here. Subroutine, go for the eyes, white noise. I'm trying to think if there are any white noise powers I don't care about, and it's like subroutine and feral, right? I guess feral can be pretty strong though. Feral if Rocket Punch costs 0, you know, sure. Just adds it back to your hand. That's pretty crazy. Because remember the reason to not take white noise Spire 1 was because Hello World was not incredible. Hailstorm. I mean, that is active. Cool-headed number 2. And go for the eyes. It's a 0 cost. Pairs well with card draw. I'll try it. We'll give it a try. I like Refract as a card. But I guess we're not... Again, we're not really elite maxing or anything like that, so... No tent, Sag. Yep. No tent. I guess Hologram to pick a Rocket Punch is actually quite good. I'm a big fan of that. Maybe we can fight 2 elites. I kind of want to do it, you know what I mean? Like, we have potions. This is somewhat robust. But hologram isn't upgraded. And I would like hologram to be upgraded. Yeah, but it's more fun. Voltaic. Don't think we can make that work. It's a little late to make that work. Gale Barrage. I guess I can turn a hologram into a cycle. I don't know. That's pretty, like, not huge on FTL. Spire 1. And I'm thinking, like, the idea is that if I draw with Rocket Punch and Cool Headed, I guess that's 2 cards. Or if I play, like, an energy and then a card draw, then that would be the 3rd card. FTL would be the 3rd card. But if I'm trying to, like... Basically, if I'm trying to assemble, like, drawing a lot of cards and playing a lot of stuff, and if I draw FTL as my 4th card that I'm going to play that turn, I'm going to be pretty sad about it. And then in every other case, it's like, okay, I got 5 damage with no strength scaling. Like, why do I care? I guess the answer would be Cool-Headed into... Again, like, that doesn't really matter. Like, 0 cost, draw 1 card doesn't matter as much. It's like the War Cry effect. But Hologram, pick up FTL is like a mode that I'm thinking about. And I don't think it's that good, so I don't care. You think Silver Crucible is good, but the fact you lose it on both the relic and the gold from the chest is rough. Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. I guess I didn't really think about the gold. The gold problems. It's the part that I did not think about. We can draw turbo still. Huge turbo draw. We didn't draw turbo. And that also means Rocket Punch is not in this reshuffle. That sucks. I think I just want to keep my Frost Orbs. Yeah, that's what I meant, is that we're gonna trigger the Frost Orb on our channel, and then... That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was intending. Another Rocket Punch, Feral. I haven't really played with Feral a whole lot, but I wonder if picking up Rocket Punch is good. There's also a Glacier. Big Glacier block. These are all kind of interesting to me, actually. Thing play 0, cost attack from your... or each turn to turn it to your hand. Feral plus Rocket Punch is funny, usually not good, but funny. I mean, I'm just wondering if, like, we could make it good. If it can be good. Because I understand it'll return to your hand and cost 2. But if we add more turbos and more ways to put statuses in our deck, then, like, does it become better? Where we go, like, Rocket Punch, pick it up, then, like, Rocket Punch again for 2, and then, like, draw a turbo. or like play another thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you have and or draw status, maker becomes good. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is like, it's not worth it. Is it worth trying doing that? It's maybe a little sketchy. We'll just take like the easy value thing. But I could get a random relic. But I could get a random relic. That is what these potions are for. Draw order. Lamau. Fucking, are you serious? Come on, man. Draw order, dude. There we go. Cold Snap, Chaos, Double Energy. I think we're good. We're fine. Focus Potion is nice. I feel like Focus Potion is really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like having Defragment in a potion is actually... Like, I can just have a Defragment in a fight that I wasn't supposed to have a Defragment. That just seems really good. Punch is active. I should remember that I have Echo Form before it loses me the fight. Don't want to play any of those. Okay, do I want a double Rocket Punch? Like, does that matter? A double Rocket Punch into Glacier for blocks. You still get it on reshuffle, which is good. Okay. Take some damage from this beacon. Oh, it was the first time we took damage. No! My Centennial Puzzle. Okay. I need to remember that I have Echo Form before it loses me the fight. Yeah, that could have been blocking for 16. Alright. I was like, I think I want to save this potion. It's like, nah. It's a lot of beckons. Rocket Punch active. Rocket Punch is in the bin, and it is not active. Dang, holy. That was a lot closer than it needed to be. Like, significantly closer than it needed to be. Echo Form Rocket Punch is really good when it works. Echo Form Cool-Headed, also very good when it works. I'm kind of leaning towards this Defragment, though, because then it just solves our block problems forever, and it's a lot easier to play than Echo Form, so just need to upgrade it. Okay, Pales Teeters, Goopy Defends, or draw an additional card at the start of your turn. I like the idea of drawing an additional card because we have Turbo. I want to draft another Turbo. I really like that would let you take all 3 in a card reward would be sick. Yeah, and then it makes, like, fighting elites a lot better because you can get rares. Makes, you know, your boss rewards kind of crazy. That's a funny relic. So do I want energy, Goopy Defends, or Hell's Blood? So my problem with Goopy Defends is every time I take it, I end up losing. I don't know why. Like, I swear I draft block cards, and I'm like, everything's chill. Everything's good. We've got our good-ass Goopy Defends. We've got 4 genetic algorithms in my deck. And I just kind of end up losing, and I don't get it. I don't understand. I assume, like, getting rid of the things in my deck, like my defends, after the first draw is, like, not bad. Or, like, keeping a couple so that you can block some key turns, but then I just, like, die. I'm like, dang, bro. Okay, Goopy Defends definitely feel like they're supposed to be really strong. And then I just mess it up. I don't get it. All the shops are in weird places. This looks okay. My problem is fighting elites after a bunch of hallway fights is a really good way to die. I want to do something like this. I want to upgrade the defragment. So we just have to, like, go that way. Okay. I want to draw more cards because I want to draft another Turbo, and I think I just, like, want to draft, like, I'll draft a Recycle as well. Like, not Recycle, but the other Recycle. The non-Recycle Recycle, so... Wow, an Echo Form. Are you winning, son? Define winning. What is your philosophical establishment of what winning is? I would like that in a written essay, at least 2,000 words. Not dying? Is not dying considered winning? But winning in Slay the Spire is being on the being not dead on the last floor. But that's also not really true because we end up dying to the guy. But like 1 HP in a dream is still a win. Yeah, but if we get to the top floor and we have to restart the run because something happened at the top floor and now that run is done and we're starting a new one, if in the new run, are we considered winning? Are we a winner? Charlie Sheen says winning. Jeez. Say you're old without saying you're old. I always wonder a little bit about media that basically... How would I say? Like, if there's like a bit of an age difference, like let's say 5 years-ish in like either direction, and then people like saw the same media but maybe interpreted it differently based on like how old they were when they interpreted that media. I always wondered about that. I'm actually like the youngest in my friend group, so that's actually not true, but one of the 2 youngest, I'll say. I don't think I want any of these. Yeah, sup Ewoks? How you doing? We're playing this defect run that has legs. At least I think it does. I just need to remember that I sometimes have echo form off of this white noise instead of not doing that. No hi for me? Well, I acknowledged your existence. I was like, are you winning, son? Is that... Do you need me to specifically say hi? Is this like a... I need to specifically... Every time you walk in... Acknowledgement that you're here is not good enough. I have to say hi. You will say hi to me. Mr. Streamer, man, you have to say hi. If you don't say hi, then I'm gonna get real mad right now. Here's a hi to you. Oh, thank you. I think when you come into stream, you need to say hi, and then you also need to bow down as if you're like, you need to like, what is this called again? There's a word for this. It's the like on knees, forehead to ground, bowing down at somebody. You need to full on do that every time you walk into stream. Dogaza. Dogza? Yeah, you have to do that. Every time. If you're not doing that, fake fan. Stupid. Such a dumb. So dumb. Can't believe you expect me to say hi to you. Wait, that's my rocket punch. Wait a second. I'm gonna lose my rocket punch. Wait, it's so over. Wait, this entire run is over. Wait, it's so over. Holy. I was not paying enough attention, I guess. To be fair, I don't think this deck really did that much damage up front, so that's probably what happened. Well, I'm really concerned now because we lost our card draw, and that was kind of the entire premise of this deck. Oh god. Oh god, dude. This has happened before. I hate this, dude. Because, like, normally that thing doesn't get away. Like, 99% of the time, so I wasn't paying attention. But the problem is, whenever it does get away, and, like, it took a key card, all of my runs have died. So, how the hell are we gonna make up for the fact that we just lost zero cause draw 2? I don't know, dude. I don't think we can take any of those. Really not feeling Say the Spire 2 Ironclad. He just feels hollow without status to support an exhaust core. That's an interesting thought. That's an interesting thought. To be fair, the more key card is more likely to get away. That's true, because if it is a core part of your strategy, and then you can't execute the core part of your strategy anymore because it's stolen, then, yeah, that's pretty bad. I do not know how we are going to survive this fight. Yeah, it's interesting. I felt like on Ironclad, and this is, again, my contrarian take to your valid feelings, you know what I mean? Because I think that the most important thing that I can do as your Mr. Streamer Man is to completely invalidate your experiences instead of yes-manning you. Is that accurate? Does that make sense? Am I doing it right? Yeah, counterpoint. I think that when you exhaust cards, like, exhausting cards on Clad and Iron 1, or in Iron 1, there's ranked Slay the Spire now. The exhausting cards for Ironclad before was kind of like, I don't want to be exhausting statuses. Why am I exhausting statuses? I want to get, like, the cards out of my deck. Like, one of the inherent value things you can get out of exhausting cards is, like, getting, like, strikes and defends and stuff out of your deck. So I feel like the attachment to statuses was like a nothing burger. Like, I think Evolve was probably one of the weakest things on the character. Fire breathing was also incredibly weak. So, like, why do we need it? You know what I mean? People were going, like, infinite every run with Ironclad on, like, day one of this game. So it's like, the upside of Exhaust being a way to filter your deck to only have the good cards is, like, still there. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because, like, just looking for an opportunity to play this, like, Flex Potion. Yeah. Strongly disagree with Evolve being bad. Evolve is a single card solution to a number of fights. Yeah, drawing cards and not doing anything with the cards you drew because you refuse to draft any actually good cards is, like, not a solution to a fight. I'll be real. God, we are so dead, dude. No, I think Evolve is okay as, like, a draw past my dazes or whatever versus sentries, or draw past my burns versus nemesis. Like, I can agree to that. That's actually, like, very reasonable. But I think, like, the idea that, oh, I'm gonna put statuses into my deck because I need a status core, which was, like, what you were originally saying, is, like, that's not... It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Right? So, like, the example where Evolve is good has nothing to do with, like, statuses on Ironclad as a core. Yeah, he feels hollow without status to support an exhaust core. Right? So, like, if Evolve is a status card that you want to support your exhaust cards, like, those things aren't related, is what I'm trying to say. So, like, regardless of the inner workings, the little details of what you're saying, you're suggesting that, like, the status and the exhaust things are related together in a way that's synergistic, that you need to, like, make the deck work or something. And it's like, Evolve doesn't work because of an exhaust core, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it works because it counters certain encounters. But not because, like, you care about putting statuses in your deck because you care about exhausting them because, like, those two things are related on Ironclad. You know what I mean? That makes sense? 69 gold. Well, we can't get that. That's going to kill us. I guess I should have been very, could have just, like, picked up nothing, you know what I mean? Probably need to buy a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, I think it's fair to, like, miss something, because it's like, well, I want the thing that was there. But, I don't specifically think that status stuff needed to be on Ironclad in order to be good. I think, like, the one synergy that is good that I kind of miss because it was, like, really quite good was Fight Through and Second Wind. Because that's something that could be assembled in hand and was, like, actually quite reliable at producing block. So... If I remember the stats correctly, Ironclad has by far the lowest win rate, and a number of high-level players agree that he is the weakest. I mean, I think both of those points need context. You know. Because you could say that one of the reasons why Ironclad has such a low win rate is because people are using, like, a strategy space that doesn't exist on him anymore. And therefore it's, like, harder to learn what to do on the character because people keep doing the stuff that isn't there on the character anymore. So that could contribute to a lower win rate. It could also have an overall lower win rate because it is the first character that is presented to you in the game. So more people could just be playing the character and then have a low win rate. You could also, like, the opinion of a high-level player could also literally just be, for the same reason, people who have played Slay the Spire 1, look at Slay the Spire 2, don't understand the character as well, play it in a way that is more similar to Slay the Spire 1, and then end up losing. So, like, both of those things could have more than just the character is weak as a reason. Status was lowest next to defense build on Ironclad. I mean, builds Lamau. Both just took a lot to get up and running with not much of a benefit as a few other options. Clad is generally weakest character, slowest to start, hardest time on Act 1-2. His scaling is a bit more locked behind luck versus just general scaling ability too. Yeah, the thing that I'd be wondering about is, like, how easy is it for a character to make a package of cards that can, like, win the game? You know, it's not like a build. But also, even if Ironclad required more cards to get going, you could argue that, like, Burning Blood is a way to make that happen. Because you heal, which means you can take more hallway fights, which means you should be taking more hallway fights. And it's possible that the character is balanced around the idea that you're supposed to be taking more hallway fights to get more cards. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I also generally think the idea that... trying to think of, like, the right way to say this. So I come from TCGs. And in TCGs, like, people just don't find stuff that is crazy broken for, like, half a season of Standard, and then somebody will show up at a tournament with, like, the crazy, like, most crazy broken thing you've ever seen, and then, because nobody labbed that deck until, like, the one tournament that they went to so that they could, like, completely destroy that tournament. Like, that'll just happen. So, you know, I think we're only a few months, couple months into the game. So I'm a lot more inclined to believe that people just don't know how to play Clad 2 months into the game. And also that there have been several character changes to him that would, like, change how that character's played. I would also say that trying to go infinite every game as just your only game plan is not indicative of healthy character design. I agree. Which is also why, like, people stop doing that. Because it's like, it's also just, like, not that good. But that, it depends, I suppose. Because going infinite was a lot harder with the versions of Doormaker that punished that. And now Doormaker doesn't exist. So it's kind of like question mark now. Having other things to do with exhaust than turn deck to dust and go infinite is just a good thing. Well, like, I just don't think that you need to exhaust all of your cards and go infinite as the end state of exhaust. Like, I don't think that's necessary, is what I'm saying. I think that if you have 4 strikes and 4 defends in your deck, and then you exhaust, like, 2 strikes and a defend such that your turnover lets you draw your good cards, that's already quite good. Like, inherently, that's good. Like, having retain on a 2-cost attack that you can play on the turns where things aren't attacking you is inherently good. But, like, people don't value that as highly because it's not as flashy or sexy as, like, oh, well, now I'm going infinite. It's like, well, the turn where you happen to draw the card that you needed to finish the fight because you exhausted 3 cards in your deck is like, well, that's because you exhausted cards in your deck, which is, like, really good. But people can't conceptualize or point to the fact that, like, well, they removed the cards from their deck, so therefore now they're drawing the right cards. The same as, like, if you have powers or exhaust cards in your deck in general, where you're like, okay, I get rid of defrag, hologram, white noise from my deck. And then now there's just, like, 4 less cards in my deck to draw. I don't like going infinite, it's not sexy to me. Yeah, but I'm saying that it's, like, sexy to other people, which is the point of the example. It's, like, flashy. People think going infinite is, like, flashy and cool and awesome, and it's like, exhausting things has other utility than that. A lot of A10 data comes from high-level play, so the data is a little more there. I'd be curious, lower Ascension win rate too. I half wish Dead Branch was still around to have a bit more nutty fun with exhaust spells, but we do have the rare card version of it. Just wish I saw it more to have meme fun. Infinite is flashy to new players for sure. Yeah, I think the flashiest thing in Slay the Spire is when your deck has 1 to 2 cards that are good in the fight, and then they work, and you're like, hell yeah. Compact, absolutely killing Aeon Glass is pretty flashy. But, I mean, Aeon Glass is just not a real boss yet, so it's fine. Exhaust me instead? Man, Cesar just, like... I don't know what that means. Can you explain to me what you mean by, like, exhaust me instead? Our upgrade debt is like so incredibly roasted. But yeah, like the reason why a single type of game plan, and obviously we saw this with Watcher and Slay the Spire 1, the reason why executing one game plan that just works is unfun, the reason why that's unfun, because people want to be able to make like decisions, like they want to have agency over the decisions that they're making in the game that they're playing for multiple reasons. The first reason is just like players want to be able to make decisions in general. Like they want to feel like they can make decisions. If you just keep handing me like the same gun in a Call of Duty game and I don't get to choose what gun that I bring into like a mission or whatever, which I don't think you do, but like sometimes they have places that you can like choose which gun you take before you like go into the mission and stuff, like starting area. So like people just like choosing things. Part of the reason why people like choosing things is that there are things that people like. So it's like, I like exhaust, or I like status, or I like defense. Like, that is an easy thing for people to be able to say, oh, I like that thing, right? But the reality is that, like, players have preferences. And people want to be able to make decisions towards their preferences. Or people want to be able to see, like, cool synergies that are not just the same thing over and over again. There's, like, a certain novelty to it as well. So, all of that being said, a character that the dominant strategy is to go infinite. I'm not suggesting that that is the dominant strategy on Ironclad. I'm just saying that if there is a way that a strategy space becomes extremely confined and it only does the same thing over and over and over again, you end up kind of with the Watcher problem, is that it's like, well, I want to choose to do other things, and like I want to be able to like have a degree of self-expression with like how I play the character or whatever. You don't get to do that if like the sole game plan of the character is to like go infinite, for example, which again, still not suggesting that that is what Ironclad is doing. So that being said, I also don't like going infinite because I feel like it constrains the space in which I get to think about the game. Because if I have infinite as a solution for something, then I feel like I stop playing the game at that point and I start executing an infinite combo, which is really boring to me, and I don't like doing that. I also think it is like generally not the most effective way to play the characters. I think I'd probably win more on silent though if I actually attempted to infinite, but yeah. All right. Time Eater for Slay the Spire 2, he has my vote. I think Time Eater was an okay boss. Like, I know that we love to hate Time Eater, but I think Time Eater was an okay boss. Like, this just like straight up. The scariest part of Aeon's gimmick is just hand clog, not a hard boss. Well, yeah, the thing is, I like Aeon Glass's gimmick. Like, I think it's interesting. I think if they tune it, it'll be like a good boss. I actually really like Time Eater. Yeah, I think, well, because again, people are very combo centric. Like, I just want to play my game. We solved it. I understand. I have the analogy. Slay the Spire players are just low-ranked Yu-Gi-Oh players. I got it. I figured it out. They're just low-ranked Yu-Gi-Oh players, brackets derogatory. You know what I mean? My main gripe with Time Eater is that he didn't counter infinites enough. Very fun for non-infinites, though. Yeah, it's like, he's sort of supposed to counter combos / infinites / whatever, and then, like, didn't do it enough because there were solutions in the card pool to prevent that, but I don't know. I think you could address the card pool, maybe, in order to help with that. I need to upgrade, like, 2 more cards. But I want to heal. Okay. Yeah. The average Slay the Spire player is just a whiny Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm so dead, dude. This is not good. I'm gonna pop this hologram just to do it. I do agree with that when the list comes. Makash, or what would be the newest deck? I forgot their names, the Toon ones. Cool Toon? Are you talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? Or are you talking about not Yu-Gi-Oh? You said the Toon one, which makes me think you're actually talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Deckwise Time Eater is a check of how much value you get per card play. Yeah, for sure. The new Synchro Meta deck, yeah, that's Cool Toon. My favorite part about Cool Toon, so I have already recorded, edited, and I'm going to be posting a video on, which, like, I don't know, I just post literally whatever, and then like a third of my audience watches it because I just keep doing random shit in several different directions, and I should pick a lane. But the thing that I think is kind of interesting about Cool Toon is that a lot of people complain about the hand knowledge that Cool Toon gives you, whereas for me, I tend to say that I play, I guess is how I'll say it. I tend to say that I play card games very face up. Like, to me, the bluffing aspect of a card game almost doesn't matter at all. And that, like, I approach games from a very, like, resource management perspective of, I can never possibly know what my top deck is. I just need to, like, manage the resources that I have available to me and then attempt to win the game. Like, that is all I could really do. This is 24 damage, which I think... I think I'm in a dire spot and I just need to do this. Okay. So, people are upset about the fact that Cool Toon, like, looks at your hand and your top deck and whatever. And part of my problem with that is that there's an aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! That, like, because I'm more the resource management type player, I understand that, like, going first in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, like, very, very strong. I think everybody sort of knows that. But, like, literally from a solvable perspective, you can have enough interaction for your opponent that they could never possibly do anything. And I think that that's actually just true. Like, to be completely honest, I think that's probably, like, just true. A third defrag? Did I miss a defrag? Oh, with Dolly's Mirror. Yeah, I'll think about it. So, it reveals hand information. And I think that it's kind of a design flaw, in my opinion, that if your opponent knows your entire hand or whatever, something like that, that it is possible for a Cool Toon to be able to solve your turn and win the game. I think without looking at your hand, you should have made a board state that, for the most part, deals with your opponent's turn to some degree. So, my opinion is that I think Cool Toon isn't actually a problem. It just has exposed what the core design flaw of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Which is that there's basically no ifs, ands, or buts if the going first player has drawn cards, basically. There's, like, almost no repercussions for someone who has, like, plus 15 cards on you. Which I think is, like, ridiculous. That's just, like, a core design flaw, in my opinion. So, like, I play Sky Striker. That is my main deck. The reason why it is my main deck is because I know that if I draw cards off Engage, I will have more cards than my opponent, and I'll probably win the game. Like, it's just... Like, fundamentally, I understand how resources work, and I feel like that will make me win the game. And it's true, because I'm in Master 1. So, like, I know it just works. I can win the game consistently enough at a high level that it just works. So basically, there was another pro player who I like watched a video of where he was basically like, he said this thing out loud, basically. And it's been very frustrating for me because as someone who has played Yu-Gi-Oh! Semi-casually on and off, like, I could not accurately describe why I felt like I had low agency games. Like, I knew there was something about it. I knew there were things, like, I knew that the way I played the game was very resource-centric, but I couldn't say very accurately why that was the case. So there's like a, 10, 20-second clip that I included of this person literally verbatim saying, if you have 15 cards and your opponent has 5 or 6 cards, you can trade 1-for-1 and win the game. Which is, like, accurate. If your opponent has 6 cards and you have answers for all of them because you have more cards than them, you can, like, take advantage of hand traps like Ash and just win the game. Which is not fair, because Ash is supposed to be good for the going second player to stop the going first player. But that doesn't matter, because the going first decks are really good at playing through one Ash, so you 1-for-1 to yourself and then they drew 10 cards. Which doesn't make sense. Like, no, like, control doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's my talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Tangent. That was my entire day yesterday, was editing that video, so I just, like, that's where my headspace is at. Shifts can kill Time Eater as long as you have accuracy, terror, or strength relics. Yeah, you could see that. So you're like looking for a way for your deck to have enough output per card play because Time Eater cares about that. Which is an interesting problem to solve, I agree. Possibly the pick here. Yeah, thank you for being a good chatter, I appreciate that. It's probably too slow, but I don't know. Haven't played enough Defect to know for sure. Yeah, our deck is a little slow. I wasn't sure. I kind of wanted to take the overclock so that we can draw Rocket Punch more reliably and like go from there, but Rocket Punch is only on 1. I wonder if we need Boost Away to block and stuff like that. Maybe it's Hailstorm, because we do have some Frost stuff and we just need a little bit more damage. Think about that. Off topic, I got an Artillery 3 Talisman. Nice. So I can have the perfect Gunlance build. Nice, let's go. I've been meaning to play Wilds again just like for fun, but I just like raw haven't had the time. Which makes me sad, because I play a lot of games, but I do actually think Monster Hunter is probably one of my favorite franchises, like, of all time. We're definitely not taking Strawberry. So I wish I had more time to play Wilds, but I don't. Seeing Metamorphosis back in the TCG is funny in a way. It's more a yellow card at this point, but them allowing it back was surprising. Yeah, it's... Some time ago in Magic, they unbanned Splinter Twin in Modern, and it did literally nothing. And that's kind of funny. There's some Twin decks, but, like, it's not. It's, like, less than 1% of the meta, so... So I feel the same way about Metamorphosis, basically. It's like, it's not... It's probably not a huge deal. It's there. I want to take the Overclock. I don't know if it's a bad idea, because... So I kind of ran into this problem before, was that we picked an Overclock, and then our output of our deck was not high enough. And that kind of feels like where our deck is at right now. So I think, in order to get the output of our deck high enough, maybe we should dupe a defrag. But I also don't have Lightning, and I don't have a Capacitor. So that's a concern. Yeah, I saw that! I saw that! Yeah. They unbanned Jite and Violent Outburst. And I like how, yeah, both of those cards are literally like, okay, that's probably not gonna do anything. It's just like literally not gonna do anything. Oh, man. So funny. did see one deck with it that was an FTK, Absolute Mad Lad deck, that I laughed as it won. It summoned the same fusion monster, I think it was like 5 times, and because of that, it was an alternative win condition fulfilled. Oh my god. That's funny. That's pretty funny. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of design problems. I definitely think FTKs are one of them. That's funny, though. I don't know how to solve the upcoming boss. What about bronze scales? Maybe bronze scales is, like, good enough? Because, like, this thing... If it attacks me, like... Because it has multi-hits. This has multi-hits in it. What if we took, like... Oh, we can't take both. I was like, bronze scales and hailstorm. I don't think that's it. I was going to make a funny comment on unbanned violent outbursts, but YouTube blocked it. That's pretty funny. Oh, okay, this pisses me off. I don't know why, by default, it has moderation activity turned off. That shit pisses me off. YouTube, why did you change that? It seems that it was blocked anyways, so that's unfortunate, but... Violent Outburst will probably go back to make living and annoyingly dodge Force of Negation. Right, because they can do it on your turn. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. That's fair, Ewoks. It's kind of like when you maxi a 6-Sam player and you don't know you're dead yet. Like it hasn't clicked for you that you're dead. I think I want Boost Away as a way to trigger Rocket Punch. The problem is that Rocket Punch isn't very strong right now because it's not upgraded. So, can I do anything else? I guess. Because it really would just be Defragment. But the problem with that is we can't actually... We can't do enough damage. Yeah, if we play 10 turns and Hailstorm does like 60 damage, that's really not much. I keep looking at the shop, hoping that there's like a way to win the game, but I genuinely don't think there is. I think this will give us the most amount of damage because I really would dupe the Defragment if not for the fact that I have no lightning and no capacitor, which is like a huge problem. I honestly want to take the attack potion and then like just to draft an attack in the boss fight to get a better attack for the boss fight. Genuinely, I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, and bronze skills. I think like we just need very slightly more damage. Hyper Beam is not what we wanted, and neither is Barrage. We're cooked. We are just cooked, and that sucks. Barrage is probably the most amount of damage we can make, so we'll take Barrage, but also God. Okay. Well, that at least blocks this turn, but it's, unfortunate. I have played Flak Cannon in this fight. It's very funny. Is 15, I think. That's 18. It's a lot easier. You pick up Rocket Punch. Play 2 of those. Those cost 2. I believe we are now dead. This is 313. This is like 36. 36, and we need to do this and that. Because I just like did not have the damage. I think if we had the rocket punch from the fight where we lost rocket punch, we would have been okay. Like, if we had 2 rocket punches per turnover, this would have gone a lot better. I'm very sad. Darn. It's like, how much gapping did I do that run? Are we at 2 hours yet? The answers were not. I'm just tilted. I'm tilted about losing the rocket punch. That sucked. So bad. I don't want to reset, but like, start's pretty fucking ass. That's pretty ass, dude. And, like, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm a fan of ass. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if we can win this run. Holy shit. A hailstorm over bronze scales would not have been enough to kill, but it would have been closer assuming you don't take damage setting it up and get it in play by turn 3. True. Truth nuke. Are we once again taking a lot of damage in order to heal at the bonfire? You got this, dude. I believe in you. Well, I appreciate that, but I don't... This has a lot less to do with, like, me wanting to be able to win this run and a lot more to do with, like, why'd they have to fuck me with this? This is literally, like, probably... The only thing that would have made this double transform worse is double bulk up. And I actually think double bulk up would have been stronger. Probably. What's up, Emma? How are you? Welcome, welcome. That was just lethal? Okay. Thunder or the Sunder? I just don't know where to go from this position. Probably take some damage. Bars! Yo, bars! We sunder for the thunder. Bars. I guess we're blocking. Feels like we're blocking. Right. This is such a fun elite. Anyone else think that Skulking Colony is just like a really fun design that's fun and interesting and also fun while we're dead? Great. Any other homies out here think Skulking Colony is fun? I shouldn't put my PP there, but... Are you saying wood to Skulking Colony? That's crazy, bro. That's wild. What is this? I don't think I've gotten this. Enchant all cards in the first card reward with Glam. So you get one card that gets replay? It's kind of sick. I have not gotten this before. Yeah, especially now that they made it so you can get the perfect kill if you deal max damage every turn. Oh, like you're unironically saying that you think Skulking Colony is a fun fight. Okay. Right, my bad. True. Truk. It's not too bad if you block every turn. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I actually, like, believe that. I actually think just having a deck that can block well and then blocking Skulking Colony is actually, like, an interesting problem that your deck needs to solve in Act 1 as an elite, and, like, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. That's... I agree with that. However... I'm gonna be mad that it killed me because of my bad turn 0 transform. Uproar with replay 1. Come on with replay! Holy shit! It's insane. Are you taking Claw with replay? It's insane, right? We get 2 claws for the price of 1. Claws are on sale! If Glam wasn't once per combat, I would unironically consider it. It's probably Uproar, actually. Like, being able to play 2 random attacks out of your deck with replay seems really strong, but I really want to take the Claw. Claw on replay! Wah! Oh! Alright, we'll take the Uproar. Sorry. We'll try to win the run. We'll not throw. Nothing was attacking me. I could have played this up. Who is more invulnerable? The ancient heart of the Spire, corrupted by Niao's hatred for the Architect, and pouring forth endless miasma as a god of death, or one Corally boy? I think we all know the answer to that. That's insane. That's crazy. Did you see that? Claw is law. I agree. However, I have to say something, right? I'm bad at this game, and because I'm bad at this game, I need to pick good cards in order to win the game. I'm not at the point in my Slay the Spire journey. I think I'm gonna take this Uproar. I'm not at the point in this my Slay the Spire journey where I can, like... I can pick Claw and just be like, yep, time to win the game. Time to win the game with my Claw. I'm gonna put Slither on this Uproar, because sometimes it'll cost 1. Or cost 0. Sure, let's do it. I'm gonna transform. I'll go 1 strike, 1 defend, or do we think 2 strikes? Because I still kind of... Yeah, we'll have enough even if we transform 2 strikes. This is fine. Shadow Shield, Trash to Treasure. Well, I don't think that Trash to Treasure is super great. Get Paul's Cloner and Uproar and get Infinite Uproars. Yeah. Unfortunately, we play... It's insane. It's just broken. It's crazy good. I do think we need to pick, like, a block card. Which maybe this fight through with... This fight through with the trash treasure is fine. Yeah, I'm not good at the game either. All right, no disrespect, Emma, but you did say that Claw's law, so I'm inclined to believe you. This is a joke. Please laugh. Please, I feel really bad whenever I roast viewers. This is a joke. I swear I don't actually mean it. I kind of mean it, but like, it is a joke though. I am attempting to be funny in this scenario. Alright, what are we upgrading here? Probably Uproar? I think actually upgrading Uproar is fine. Just do like more damage. Punch elites in the face. Alright. I think we can just punch elites in the face. I think we can actually do that. I think that's what we're gonna do. No! You're supposed to be in my deck so that I can play you. Now I have no attacks in my deck, and part of the value of this card is lost. Terrible. Okay. I was concerned for about half a second that we were gonna die, but everything is good. Rocket Punch. Playing a Rocket Punch off an Uproar would be crazy. Also, we have a Trash to Charger and a Fight Through. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's not coming together. Ooh! It's insane. It's not insane. Where are all the attacks in my deck? There are no attacks in my deck when I play Uproar. What is happening? Okay. Probably calculating lethal would have been advisable. Rocket Punch is so fun. I actually really like Rocket Punch as a card. Probably my favorite decks on Defect have been like Rocket Punch, Turbo, deck. Which is kind of like, you know, it's kind of like Turbo Skim. But there's like synergy. Right? There's synergy with the Turbo. Whereas the synergy with the Skim and Turbo is more implicit. I feel like I need attacks, and these aren't attacks. I don't really want to take the iteration. Maybe it's fine to take the iteration because I'll fight through just so that I don't, like, brick on drawing wounds. It's like, the purpose of taking the iteration is just to, like, not draw as bad hands when I do actually draw the wounds, but I think it's fine, honestly. We'll find a compact eventually, and it'll be really good. Okay. Okay, I do need to draw the things that my deck wants to do. Preferably, like, before I'm dead. Okay, we have an Uproar. We have a Rocket Punch. I think we just send it. It's just so gas. It's just gasoline. Okay. Do we want this defrag? we do have a Trash to Treasure. So like that could be some real shit. And also if we want to figure out blocking, like Frost Orbs do figure out blocking for us. If this is like our damage, then Frost Orbs defragment is our block. Okay. I looked at my draw pile like 5 times before I realized there were no attacks in it. I think we save our Uproar. I think this is like a save our Uproar angle. This is 32 damage, or we could do 19. We're drawing basically only blocks next turn. I feel like I want to rocket punch and block. What do we get? 2 plasma orbs. All right, uproar into rocket punch. It's insane. Yeah, I think this deck's lit. Let's punch another elite. Can we do it again? No, they're in my hand. Block. Block. All right. We take 1. I think this is definitely a reshuffle. We play our cards correctly because we know how Rocket Punch works. I think the second one hits one of the guys, right? Yeah! Let's go! Value. That's what we call value. Yeah, now we're just like waiting to draw Uproar now. Show it to me. We drew both at the same time. So sad. Oops. I was about to be tilted. We're not tilted. All right. All right, uproar into uproar into uproar. Right? Uproar into uproar into uproar? Like, what do we think? Original idea? Uproar into uproar into uproar? This one gets the clone. You're so right. You're so right. Are we uproar into uproar into uproar into uproar into uproar? Oh, this one's crazy. That's so dumb. I will admit, I have to admit something. I don't think I've ever put an uproar in any of my defect decks. And the reason for that is that I don't think this card is very strong, personally. But I'm seeing the wheels turning. The wheels are turning this time. And they're doing something. And I can appreciate that. I feel like if we go, like, train a few times, then our uproars are gonna be... They're gonna be doing crazy damage. It's bad unless you really play into it. You're sounding like one of the Claw Andes. Don't worry, man. If you pick... By the time you've picked your 7th claw, you won't know who you are anymore. 7 claws deep. A meteor strike from this boss would be lit. That would be crazy. That would be insane. I'm gonna heal because I'm extra scared. But... I'm sold on Uproar now. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You still have to think about your drafting choices. Okay, but we uproar into uproar into up. Okay, that's a rocket punch. Ah, we were so close. I'm gonna listen. I don't want to lose this run to some garbage, so we're just gonna. But the uproar is The uproars, they're crazy. We can't uproar into uproar here. Also, there's no attacks in our deck, so I think we're gonna not do that. Yeah, I think this is fine. Subroutine. Do some blocking. That is a defragment. There is an uproar in the deck and also a rocket punch. So we hit him with the uproar into uproar. Nice. It's insane. Oh, I could have just dual casted that. That's fine. They're not prepared for my newest strat. Uproar into uproar. Into uproar. Into uproar. That's insane. How do you lose? Can bulk it. Oh, that's wasn't intentional, but here we are. Very funny ornamental fan. Oh, because it triggers off of the uproars. That's epic. So epic. Let's see, now that we have Echo Form, we can uproar into uproar off of the Echo Form. So we go uproar, uproar, uproar. We replay our uproar. Deck is insane. Shatter is a good card. I really like Shatter. I think Shatter with our like random orbs we're getting off this trash to treasure fight through is like maybe good. I don't really want to play Flat Cannon randomly off of Uproar. Echo Form could also be good for Uproar, but it's clunkier. It's clunkier than just taking Shatter. I'm just going to take Shatter. I think Shatter is actually really good now. Okay, we can... What if we removed 4 cards and we removed Strike, Strike, and some defense? And then we only had Uproars and Rocket Punches in our deck. And Shatter. What if that was the play? You take Cookie? What are we upgrading with Cookie? I guess, Rocket Punch, Defragment, Cool-Headed. Yeah, I could see it, actually. Seems really good. I suppose also upgrading our Uproar, like our Slither Uproar. What's the other one? Toy Box? I don't think we need Toy Box. Yeah, I see it. I see the angle. And then Cool-Headed. I guess Trash to Treasure being innate is also fine. Yeah. Because we have Fight Through. Also probably makes it a bit safer to pick another status card. So, I think our deck is pretty good. So we can, like, maybe go punch some elites. I'm kind of scared because I don't want to be too overconfident. Because you know what they say about overconfidence? It's that it's a thing that people do who are trying to lose the game. I'm pretty sure that's the saying and not definitely anything else. I've familiarized myself with the hip lingo. Gosh. It's just so value. Shame. Compile Driver, Smokestack, Momentum Strike. I don't think I want a Compile Driver. We're on Uproar Central. That's what we're doing here. We're here to do one thing, and it's to play Uproars. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. I don't think we need hologram. Don't think we need any of these. Get a random relic. Ooh. Is Ornamental Fan that important for our... I don't think it's that important, right? Because if we go, like, Uproar into 1 strike, it doesn't trigger. If we go Uproar into... Uproar, then a strike. Then it's, like, 4 block. It's pretty... Yeah. I think if we were, like, Shiv Silent with Shiv cards, we would care more about this. But I'm going to take the 2 random relics. Bag of Prep is insane. Maybe it's actually not that good, because we don't want to draw the Uproars, but it's fine. It's fine. Hologram for more Uproars. I was thinking about that, but, like, if you think about it, right? We don't want to buy back the Uproars, because there won't be Uproars in the deck. We actually need to shuffle our deck before we play it again. So Hologram is actually a little bit, like, not as good. Surprisingly. I thought about it, though. I did think about it. Take 15. Send it. Glacier. I've been looking for a block card, and you are probably the block card. So now I think we are moderately well-rounded. I think Sling makes us, like, really kill elites. Because we have a 2x attack. So if we get 2 strength, like, that makes us do a lot more damage. Alternatively, Vambrace is really good. What else could improve this deck? I think Regen Potion is nice as well. I think we can Sling and Regen Potion, then we're basically not risking anything when we fight these elites. We're just kind of vibing. But it's only for elite combats, that's the thing. Whereas Vambrace is a little bit more, like, just good. It's like Nostalgia isn't... The first attacker skill you play each turn is placed on the top of your draw pile. Nostalgia is good, right? What if we Nostalgia a Fight Through or a Glacier, and then that's our block every turn, and then we, like, Uproar for our damage? I think I'm kind of about this. The first attacker skill you play each turn is placed on top. I've never actually, like, used this power, but I've heard it is quite good. At looping, like, you know, looping a Fight Through post Trash to Treasure is pretty good. Looping a Glacier also kind of good. I want to try it. We'll try it. Then maybe we need more block at the boss, so this Dexterity Potion is nice. Right. Let's train. I do wonder if Nostalgia can make Uproar hit itself. That is an interesting question. Sweet. We're taking damage because because I really should have blocked, but I saw the uproars and I saw the money dollar signs, and I wanted it really bad. Oh man, like, I don't know, dude. I don't want to take the damage. This is where we test if Uproar can hit itself, because there are no other attacks in the deck, right? Uproar cannot hit itself. I think that card removal at the shop got more expensive. I think that's a reasonable crash out. Alternative thing to think about. Removing cards is not actually that valuable to your deck. Like, it's less valuable than you think it is. And you can instead draft a lot of cards, and then your deck will have a dilution, a solution. Saturation, there we go. It'll have a saturation of good cards, so you didn't have to remove cards. But, like, that's how I just, like, play the game anyways, so I don't... I don't be out here removing cards. It'll also have a dilution. That's true. It'll have a saturation of more, like, good cards in your deck, but it'll have a dilution of finding the right cards. But yeah, I was I feel like I was a removal Andy in Slay the Spire 1, but as I continued to play it, I became less of a removal Andy. Do I want the fruit juice? Like how badly do I want the fruit juice? Because I feel like I like these potions. Like, I want to be using these on the next elite fight. That was, like, kind of the point. I actually don't think I care that much. I'm just gonna skip it, it's fine. I do like that the context of the shop removal becoming more expensive was that they removed Gloom, because I think Gloom didn't work, like, as a modifier. Oh my god. Okay. I think Gloom as a modifier made the game unplayable, actually. To be completely, like, just to be completely honest. I think it was really bad. Okay. So I think we go... Buproar. And then this isn't going to trigger, which kind of sucks. But it's in play now. Nostalgia is in play now. Can I play 2 attacks? No, there's only Rocket Punch. I think I want to channel this orb twice. Which makes this kind of awkward. You appear to be in a conundrum. Smokestack. Gun cup. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I am a little concerned, so I guess I'm healing. I wanted to train more, but it ain't it. Send it. Nice. Gun Cup is another way to make statuses, and it scales with strength from Lyria. I'd have given it more thought, though not sure if I'd have taken it. Yeah, I think... I don't know, maybe I don't actually have enough attacks to... Like I want to draft more attacks, maybe, but... I'm just thinking about the Uproar stonks. Like the only thing I want to hit is Uproar. That's probably wrong. We just... Yeah, we take 17 here. I'm blinded by my desire to uproar. Yeah, we'll take a cool-headed plus, sure. Maybe it's wrong, but... Alright, let's just make sure that we get out of here alive. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make sure. I am immediately already concerned. Okay. It's for 8. I mean, if we just draw Frantic Escape next turn, then blocking here is fine. Which, we have a cool-headed and we have a draw potion. So I think it is okay. It was a lot sketchier than we wanted it to be. Yeesh. Do I have to dual cast this? The problem is putting dual cast on top is not good for us. Let's try drawing 3 first. Okay, that is a rocket punch, which also isn't good to put on top of our deck. This is 14, 18. That technically blocks this turn. No, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it does because of the 4. Yeah. Now, do we want to be in a problem spot next turn, or do we want to just dual cast? Like, this is for 44. So can we do 80 damage? I would not be able to tell. I think we go to 1, deal 44. Am I doing the math on this correctly? 18 plus 17? Yeah, 35. Okay. I mean... It's like Frantic Escape. We can... Because Uproar into the Uproars doesn't do it, right? It's just like... It does? We have 3 strength, this is 9. These are 9 times 2, 18. 18 is 36 plus 22 twice, 36 plus 44. Yeah, that's probably enough. Okay. Math. Meteor strike! There it is! Right. We've got powers cost 1 more, gain more energy. Add a whistle. Because I sure didn't do the math. Oh god. So, hitting whistle off of an uproar is kind of sick, but I think I just want more energy. Yeah, I think I just want more energy. So I was more confident in this deck, but now I feel like I'm a little less confident, you know what I mean? Do you catch what I'm saying? Maybe if I removed more cards, I would be less concerned about my current state of doings. Okay, we gotta go fast, as Sonic would say. Because that's what this fight is about. Going fast. You know, I have more powers in my defect deck than I thought I did. Gonna be honest with you. Like Sonic says, skate fast, eat ass. Exactly. That's, that is a Sonic quote that I've heard of. That is real. Yeah, I don't think we're skimming here, and I don't think we're glassworking either. I think we've got bigger plans, like uproaring into uproar. Or drawing 3 powers on turn 1 and being like, darn, what do I do now? What do I do now? I'm just a goober. Just a little guy. They're attacking me for so much on turn 1. What the hell, man? Why are they doing that? It's a little less effective than I wanted it to be. By spending a potion here, I mean, I really don't want to be taking this damage. Okay, we uproar into shatter. Very good. Sharp. Well, we don't have the dupe, so I guess sharp on uproar is pretty good. We can nimble on whatever. Swift, I think, is particularly bad because our powers cost 1 more, so that's not what I meant to pick. I wanted the sharp on the other thing, but I guess we can make a defense slightly less stinky. Notably different from Goopy defense. We're talking about stinky defense. Do I need it? I guess you do need it, huh? Parrying shield or Mercury Hourglass? Ripple Basin. If you didn't play attacks? Yeah, I don't think so. It's gotta be the Mercury Hourglass. Frog Knight. Okay, huge. We're huge. It's not super exciting. I'm starting to think that our damage package is a little lacking. That maybe we've been relying on these uproars, but now I'm questioning whether or not it's actually able of killing anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a striking deck. We have, like, Shatter to dual cast this for 14 plus 3. Okay. Okay. Nice. Maybe I was a doubter. Maybe I'm doubting too much. But do we train, though? Is there an upgrade? What does this do? An 8? Cost 0? Making Nostalgia cost 1 instead of 2 is actually maybe okay. Like, how much better is 2 strength if I lift at both? It's not that much better, right? Like, I think we're trying to do big things. Like, we're trying to do big splashy things, like playing fight through every turn after resolve defragment. So I thought I was about to click the wrong one. I think I want this to cost 1 so it's easier to play. Pocket Watch, and then I think I want... Maybe this isn't the upgrade anymore. Maybe I think this is a rest. Okay, there's the Nostalgia. Am I gonna play it this time? I don't have any attacks that generate orbs. I was thinking about this Meteor Strike. I kind of just want to play it. But then I'm not playing these other things. I guess we could Nostalgia and Meteor Strike too. That's kind of crazy. Believe in the heart of the cards? What do the heart of the cards tell me? The heart of the cards tell me that my deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. I summon Uproar into Strike. Okay, well, it was supposed to be Uproar into Uproar, and now it's like a lot less dramatic. But I was trying to go for the bit. I'm just letting you know that I tried. My deck has no pathetic cards because we Uproar into Uproar into Rocket Punch. See, that's gonna be the clip. The part where I didn't do it is not gonna, but the one where I did do it is gonna be the clip. And then we're all just gonna pretend like we didn't see the first one where it didn't actually work. Let's play a Glacier. But neither one was funny. What the heck, Unicorn? What do you mean it wasn't funny? My deck has no pathetic cards. It was a reference. See, someone in chat gave me the alley-oop, and then I slam dunked it. What do you mean? That's literally how all of the comedy is supposed to work. It just so happens that people don't normally say anything in chat, and then, like, I'm really not funny. Because no one's saying anything. What do you mean? That's supposed... What? Okay, we're at 56. Oh, I definitely want this turbo. We 100% have energy problems and I need this turbo. I thought it was funny, but only the first one. The one where I failed, so true. Thank you for the 42 months, boy. Let's go, dude. How close are we to 12, 24? 48 would be... I'm just trying to keep track of when I need to make a new patch. 500 uproars, like 800 uproars. We could have so many uproars. 3.5 years, yeah. Is it too late to say name the sub baby? What am I doing here? I don't really want to fight the elites because have like no confidence in myself, but I don't really want to put my emotional burdens on you. I really want to go to the shop though because we have like 300 gold. The problem is if we go into the boss fight with like no HP, that's really bad. So, which means I figured out the plan. The plan is we are going to fight 2 elites and take no damage. What do we think? Investors? What do we think? 2 elites, no damage. Final offer. Do we think that's going to happen? I don't know, man. I figured the plan was to get a shop in the question mark space. Nah, that would never happen. Sure? Alright, we simply take no damage. How do we do that? Definitely playing this trash treasure. Hit him with the glacier. Double defend is up to... This is 10 plus 8, 18 plus 9. Well, we're taking damage, so that kind of sucks. All of my attacks are in my deck, though, so... I think we trade the damage for playing this Uproar. Actually, it was completely calculated, because I knew I was going to hit Shatter, which is exactly why I did that, and no other reason. Any uproars left except for the one that I just put on top? There's a Meteor Strike. Can I play the Meteor Strike? I have 2 energy. Or we hit a regular strike. Not as good as Meteor Strike. I've heard. This is for 45. It's just that easy. Surely not, right? I don't think it's necessary. I think we're good. You have to? What do you mean I have to? Do I really have to? Like, I have to take it? It's required? It's mandatory? Is this like a clause law situation where I'm required to take this uproar? Because we have 3... We basically already have 4 uproars because this one has glam. So we want 5 uproars? Is that the critical mass of uproars? You do what you think is correct, I just think it's funny. Well, but we could be correct and funny. Lee's waffle at the shop? Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's the Jackson 5, not the Jackson 4. Shit, you're so right. You sold me on it. Man, when you're right, you're right. You're just so right. Okay, now what are we doing? What are we doing? What is this run, man? I'm kind of digging a cell. But then we can't take Candelabra. And Candelabra is kind of insane. I definitely want the Candelabra. Subroutine helps us deploy our powers if we draw it on turn 0. But we don't really have an engine for it. So I guess not. I think Candelabra Finesse If we nostalgia a finesse, it's like fine. I don't think triggering the orb is whatever. If we take the Hand of Greed and then we last hit the elite, we get 20 gold. That's what it says on the card. If it's fail, you get 20 gold. I just want the candelabra, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then we'll take the finesse just because it's okay. Not as good into test subject phase 1, but I think it's okay. Huh. I think it's trash time. Best superhero quote of all time. It's trashing time. Take 15. Not great. I'm seeing uproars. I'm seeing 3 uproars in my hand. Yeah, I mean, I actually think it's not bad because we can go like play this uproar and then play Meteor Strike. That's like actually not bad because we can now do like all of this garbage. I could have drawn more, but the cool-headed is there. Darn. We could Clarity Extract. I don't think that's great. I watched the Morbentine movie. It was decent. Oh, true. True. I did not watch it. I heard it was like... It was like fine. You know what I mean? But the titular It's Morbentine wasn't... Like, it wasn't actually that funny or good. Okay, hear me out. We could just uproar into uproar into uproar and win the game. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but... What if we... did something like that? Now we block most of the damage. Okay. Gonna pass on that. This is definitely a heal. I don't think we can survive the boss gauntlet without, you know, healing a little bit. And it's time to get set up, I think. I want to save the power potion if I can for the next boss. Probably. Ooh. Pretty huge Meteor Strike. Gonna pop a Defragment. I guess I can't actually like play a whole lot of stuff. Maybe I keep the orb for next turn, this plasma orb, instead of shattering it for no reason. I do kind of want to block. Next turn it's gonna be like Rocket Punch. Blocks don't look great. I think I'm down to fight through, but not to shatter. You're mine! That sucks. Taking a little bit of damage here. It's like I want to save the plasma orbs because we're going to be drawing cool-headed. I guess we only really need one. Okay, well, we drew the version of the hand where we actually could have used more than one. That's kind of funny. So we're trying to uproar into like a meteor strike so that we can block off these frost orbs. It's not what we wanted. We could draw off of this clarity extract into this uproar that we can't play because that's how the binding effect works. That it doesn't allow us to play that card. So redrawing a bound card is really bad, basically. Which maybe I could have realized a little sooner. We do need to block. Gee, who put all these wounds in my deck? Anyone know who did that? I think we might be dead. It's entirely possible that this does not do even nearly enough damage. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. Yeah, this doesn't doesn't miraculously save us somehow. Darn. Darn! Yeah, I do think that maybe Uproar as our only thing that we were doing was maybe not the best. Like, it was fine until it, like, wasn't enough damage, you know what I mean? Like, maybe taking this Uproar wasn't the best. Maybe taking this Uproar wasn't the best. Like, we just have the 2 in the deck that solves our early mid-game damage, and then we lean a lot more heavily into Trash to Treasure, plus, like, Shatter Meteor Strike. Like, I think the Meteor Strike was still pickable, even if we didn't, have the other Uproars. Because, like, we just try to find a turbo, which we did. So, like, this is more what we were looking for, and then this was, like, actually pretty okay. I think we needed, like, a compact so that this fight through wasn't a huge problem, or the, recycle thing. The get rid of your statuses, because we do actually want them to not clog the deck. It did turn into a problem. Compact would have been crazy. You can che? What? I can, huh? I can che? What can I do? I have never liked Uproar, neither early nor late, not gonna lie. Well, see, that's a really easy thing to say after I lost the run to Uproar. No, but I also haven't picked this card. The reason we picked it was because it had Glam on turn, had Glam on floor 0. So, like, Uproar into Uproar was, like, decent for damage, and I think this was an okay damage solution. But I think after this happened, we really needed to, like, move on to doing something else. Like, basically immediately, I think. And, like, I wanted to believe we had the Giria and stuff. Like, I wanted to believe. We only trained once, but I don't think having 2 additional strength would have won us that fight, right? So I think after we established this, like, this was completely fine. And then after that, we had to start thinking about, like, what we were gonna do. that was not this. Which, to be fair, we did. It's just I think that probably, like, this uproar was probably wrong. Nostalgia, I tried. I think I misplayed because we were in the queen fight, but in general, just maybe this wasn't the deck for it. Like, Recycling Glacier wasn't actually good. Recycling Fight Through was also not good because we didn't have Compact. So I think this was iffy. I think, like, maybe Glacier was fine. Because we didn't have any other block cards, so I think the Glacier was okay. Defragment. Yeah, I think just like this, probably this. Maybe if we did something else in the shop because we bought this. Yeah. I think we just had to go from this into some other game plan that wasn't the Uproars. So Uproar can't be your sole damage source in the late game, basically. Which is maybe unsurprising, but, like, yeah, didn't really seem like it was it. I want to qualify decent for a comic book movie. I would never recommend watching it at all. Nobody cares about the Jackson 5. They were massively overshadowed by the Jackson 1. I mean, this is true. This is actually kind of true. So, you know. Alright, I think that's going to be it. I think we're done for today. I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow because I have a lot of work I need to get done. Not just related to having shorts until next Monday, but I do need to do that. So, regrettably, it's nice to see a bunch of new chatters. I saw a few new chatters today, which is great. Thank you for being here. But unfortunately, I'm basically not going to be here for a week. Normally, I would stream on Friday and Saturday, but I'm not here. So, you should sub so that you know when I'm back, basically. Goodbye forever. All right, see you later, Unicorn. We'll literally never see you ever again. I think that's how it works. As I understand it, while Uproar into Uproar is decent and good if you can clone it, the main purpose is to get big attacks like Meteor Strike or Refract into play. Yeah. That makes sense to me. I also like Refract, so... Uproar stocks plummeted. Yeah, they saw the end of the run and they were, like, actually way down. No, it's okay. If you hold on to your stocks, just hold on to your stocks, and then it'll eventually go up again. The stocks are gonna uproar. They're gonna uproar into Uproar, and then we'll go to the moon. I think that's how it works. Alright, so I have to go. If you're still here, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.